Guys, God knows exactly what you need and when you need it. He knows exactly what you need and when you need it. A lot of times, I'm included in that. We want things and we're believing God for certain things, but then if it's not coming when we think it should be here or the time frame, it can be discouraging. And then sometimes you're looking over at other people that's getting the things that you're believing for. You prayed for them and then they got it. Or, like seriously, God, him, her. But God knows what you need. He knows the time. He knows exactly what you need when you need it. There are times we feel like this is the right time for us. This is the right season. I don't see any reason why this shouldn't be happening now, but God sees everything. There are things within us that we don't even know is there. You have to just trust and believe that God loves you enough that He knows what you have need of. Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else shall be added." It also says, don't worry about what you're going to eat, what you're going to put on, what you're going to drink, because God knows that you have need of these things. God knows all the things that you need. But sometimes, guys, sometimes the things that we think we need, God knows that we do not need it, or you need it, but this is not it. This is not the business deal. This is not the business venture to take on. This is not the loan to take. This is not the house to purchase. This is not the person to marry. This is not the job, not at this time. God knows all those different things. Not only that, God sees something in you that still needs to be developed that, hey, this is not for you right now. You understand? But the truth of the matter is, most of the times we're so busy trying to keep up, right? And there is this I'll call it a measuring stick that the world has to say, well, at this age, you should be here. And if you're not here, you either pass or fail. If you're here, then you are, running ahead of your, those in the same demographic. You are an achiever if you're here. You're not if you're here. If you still live with your mom, then, putting the juice, your name on the juice, which you shouldn't be, just different things like that. And it's so people are running to meet the standard, but they're not truly following Christ. And if they're following Christ, they tend to be more drawn to what the world says is successful. I want you to understand that God is going to give you good success. What he gives you is going to be more than you can ask or think. And not only that, God is a God of the suddenly. He will suddenly, you'll be underqualified. Even if you're overqualified, there'll be a position that you're underqualified for, that you will get it. You understand that? There will be opportunities that will come. You go, oh my goodness, I can't believe this happened. You see, a lot of times man meaning male and female, everybody, there's some people that they get very prideful because they feel like by the works of their hands, I went to school, I went to college, I got this job and I got this place and it was my credit and it was my this and my that. Well, you know that there's somebody who did not go to school, do not have a degree, has horrible credit, that can get just the same thing that you get and better. See, that's God right there. You understand? It's not because God is saying be irresponsible and just jack up your credit and jack up your life, but God is a God of the suddenly. God can bless people and move people and put them to places because he is God. Simply because you've been faithful to me, you have been obedient to me, and now I'm getting ready to put you in these places. It's because he's God. God does not live by the world's standards and the world's measuring stick. All right. So with that being said, stop looking at your biological clock and getting ready to marry, uh Leary Lance, and trying to do these things because, well, everybody else is married, and taking a job out of desperation, a job that keeps you from even being in to be to keeps you from being able to enjoy your life and your family. There's a lot of people who has a lot of big things and they are unhappy. Okay, they're having affairs, they're doing all types of different things. They have to work all the time, they're working late, they have to work on weekends, work all the time. They're not enjoying their family. They're not enjoying the big beautiful houses that they have. They're not enjoying, they can barely take a vacation, because they are trying to keep up with whatever it is that they bought, this big purchase, have huge mortgage, right? Depending, you can get a house where your mortgage is manageable, but you have people, because they want to show out, they get, the big house, okay? They have a fountain that flows milk and honey, okay? But they got to pay for that, okay? The mortgage is about $5,000 a month and all that good stuff, and then they have to pay for their property taxes, and they have to pay their HOA, and they still have to pay their utilities, and then they have a pool, they got to pay for the water, they have to do all these things. They have this wonderful car, but guess what? You got to take that Mercedes to the Mercedes dealership. No one else can open the hood but the Mercedes dealership. And so they're living this life where they're just in crunch mode. Now, I'm not saying that these things are not good, but what I'm saying is God can give you those things. If he gives it to you, you're not going to be on the treadmill trying to keep it. What God gives to you adds no sorrow. God gives you wisdom. You understand that? So this whole video is just to say this: God's timing is a perfect timing. Don't think that God has forgotten about you. Don't look at other people and what they have and say, well, God's not with me, and God's, this is taking forever. I always say that we exist in time. God does not. Stop looking at how long it's been taking you. God is outside of that. Just see the world and the earth as a snow globe. And God has us like this in his hand. We're in the snow globe, and in our snow globe, in this world, there's time, and there's Monday through Friday, and there's January through February, and there's a 24-hour period, and then we're aging, and all these things are going on, and God is outside of that. God is outside of time. We are encapsulated in time. This time is for our own sanity and being, and to give us a sense of, from one end to the next. It's for us. But when we're going, hey, I've been waiting 5 years, God is outside of that. You're in your snow globe of time. God stands outside of that and go, I said my word, and it shall come and do the things that I've commanded it to do. And that's it. So wait on God. Realize that he knows what's best for you. Be patient while you're waiting on the Lord. Put your hands to do the things of God. All right. A lot of people, they want husbands and things like that, but how many dishes do you know how to cook? Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to clean? Let's say you may have a man who's a chef. That'll be nice, or a woman who, whatever, she's a chef, or whatever the case may be. Do you know how to clean? Do you know any of those? Have you mastered your temper yet? Just a variety of different things. Okay. Men, you want a good woman. You want these different things. I want a business. I want this. I want that. How do you handle other people? How are you, for the person that you're working for now? Do you go to work on time? Do you show up on time? You want your own business, but you are being a straight crud in someone else's business. You're cheating him or her out of time, things of that nature. You're not doing the things that you need to do. You want a brand new car, but the one that you have right now is absolutely filthy. You don't take care of it. You don't take it to get maintained. You don't wash it. But I want another car. Well, the thing is, God's looking at your character. Your character is going to be exemplified through your vehicle, through what you have now. How can I give you more? When you get a better car, you're going to bring that car down to this one. You're not going to take care of it because, this is a nicer car. No, your character is to keep a dirty car. So you're going to make that other car be dirty. Your character is, I'm not going to take my car to get it maintained. Your windshield wiper is down to, the metal parts, and you're still not changing it. So you have to think about things of that nature. What is your character saying? So God is saying, hey, we still need to fix this. Let's be faithful with a few. You don't have a nice big place. Just clean what you have. Take care of what you have. Maintain it. Be faithful to him, and God will bless you. God is going to bless you. God desires us to have good things, good success. But what he wants us to do is to first seek him. And as we seek him, he's going to show us some things in us, do some spot checks, help us to grow and develop. And then he's going to give us everything that we need. And it's going to overtake you. You're going to be surprised. You're not going to know what to do with it. And then and only then you're going to know it's God and simply not the works of my own hands. All right, guys, don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe.